Welcome to AfriSchool. In this video, you would learn how to apply for NBT and you'd also learn how to book those venues and dates. So the National Benchmark Test is what we mean by NBT, and it's an assessment for first year applicants who are actually applying for um, higher institutions. So is there passmark? This depends on your university, and some of the universities that use NBT include UCT, Stellenbosch University, and University of Witwatersrand, Rhodes University, and the rest in between, and so on. So to start your application, begin by visiting nbtest.uct.ac.za. So when you load that link on your browser, this is the page you get. On that page, you're gonna see the calendar and you're gonna see the test dates. And I'm gonna leave the link to this page in the description. So do well to follow that link, and then you'll be able to find all of the dates. But if you want to book, you're gonna have to click on the book now. So as you can see, you would see the first column says NBT test dates, the next one says last day to register online. So you can just figure out what all this means. So let's go straight to how you can register for NB test. So to register, of course I don't have to say it, you have to click on book now. But if you've done your registration before and you want to make some changes, maybe you want to change the venue or you want to change the date, you can as well do that. So you can just click on book a test, as you can see, and now you have to fill in all of this information. Your first name, I'm just gonna put that name there, Jack, and your last name, your surname, Robinson. And then, do you have a South African ID? Yeah, no. If you're an international applicant, you'd be ticking no, and then you have to put in your passport. But since I'm registering as a South African applicant, I'll just put my ID there. All right. Once you add your ID, it's just gonna auto add. If I should use that word, it's gonna automatically add your date of birth because it gets it from your ID number. So yeah, I don't have to fill in that. I'm just gonna take the gender, which is male, obviously, and then you have to put in your email address. Right? So, and then my mobile number, and I'll just put that right now. Then my password. I can decide to I'm using Chrome, and I recommend you use Chrome to do all of this, but um you can use Firefox, you can use, but I don't recommend. Anyway, just use an updated browser at least. So Chrome I use can actually suggest a strong password for me, but then I would have to save that strong password because it's a string of random characters. So I may not, I may just have to save it in my browser. You get my point. So and both passwords have to match actually, and you see it says it's just next to passwords match. And now I click on continue to go to this section, and this one has to do with my contact information. I have to put in my residential address. Now, of course, we don't live in the same place, so you're not just gonna copy what I'm writing here. You have to put in your contact address. So just like that, your suburb, your residential address, and so on. Your suburb, yeah. So just take Mpumalanga, right? And yeah, so let's just pass this place already. Oh, but before you pass this place, I think it's important you select the institution you're applying for because, as earlier stated, I don't think all universities or colleges require NBT. So yeah, if remember, some of these fields have an asterisk attached, like asterisk just beside them. The ones that has an asterisk are actually required fields, so you have to fill them in. So if you don't really know your postal code, I think you can actually Google for it and get it. Okay, so yeah, I'm past that section and I clicked the continue button, and now it took me to this section, section, yeah, where I have to select my test slash venue. And of course, it asks me first if I want to write the math test. I just say yes. If you want to write the math test, you say yes too. And they say what language? I just say English. You can use Afrikaans. And then in what region in Pumalanga, at which venue, I just selected the venue. Yours is gonna definitely probably be different because probably we live in different places. So yeah, so at this point you would now select your venue, and this is where the registration, you would say, begins. This is where you register your venue and your date, and you have to take note of these dates because that's actually when have you may have to write your test. So you have to check all of these boxes, and then you click continue. And from here, you should be able to. You should, if there is a fee, I believe there is a fee. If there is a fee, you would have to pay that too. So after you've gone through this, after you've filled in the information accordingly, you can now click on continue. If you have questions with registering for NBT, or maybe if you want to know if your university or college requires NBT, you can just let us know in the comment section, and we can surely help you. Or if there are any other questions pertaining to this video, you can as well ask. Remember, the back and the continue buttons are just below to help you with navigating. In case you need to correct something, you can just click the back button and go back to the session to correct it. Peace.